Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Hey, Yana. Good afternoon. What's up, Candy Cane? Sarada. Good afternoon. Yep, I'm back on. I'm always cleaning my nose. Let me tell you what I figured out, y'all, while y'all like tagging and sharing. Ayana, it's something in my makeup that makes my nose itch. It's something inside of the makeup that I use that makes Pastor's nose itchy, 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 and runny, runny, runny. Something small sets it off. I don't know what the compound is. I don't know what the chemical mixture is. But what I do know is that every time I put on my makeup, even on Sundays, or every day, my nose is just like, this is not allergies, it's not that, something in that makeup. Because when I don't have it on, um when it won't when I don't have it on, I don't have the issue. So you got to find out where the source of the problem is coming from. Sometimes we could think that it's just one thing, and we could self-diagnose, and it could be something totally different. I realized that I'm having an issue with my itchy nose when I put on makeup, or runny nose. Anybody else have that? Hey, Minister Angela, happy Friday, darling. To some of you that have written me and said I'm having problems commenting, I know you're there. We want to say thank you. What's up, YouTube? Sometimes this social media, hey Gail, this stuff gets crazy. Minister Angela said, "Happy Friday." Let me tell y'all why you like tagging and sharing. I want y'all to get on because I know some of y'all got some crazy schedules because the weekend is here and Christmas is Monday. So when you got your last minute shopping, I was a late shopper. Not proud about it at all. Let me see. How about I move that up a little? How does that look, y'all? I'm enjoying my new equipment, Minister Angela. That some of you partnered up with me months ago, and we got our equipment and we rolling. Hey, Tony B. We went out there, Bishop and I, and them streets. How they say we outside. Ooh, I wanted to be back home, y'all. I wanted to come home. I was like this, yeah. People, and I want on a serious note, for those that are going out and you're going to be out, please, I know I'm not the CDC. I just want to give you, just be careful and cautious. Watch your surroundings. And if you have to, wear a mask, sanitize your hands. We were out yesterday, y'all, Savannah, Tona, Gale, and people were hacking and coughing with no regard to nothing. I'm talking about just all the stuff that could be going on in the atmosphere. When at the end of the night, I had to get in my car and I was feeling so sick, y'all. And I had to come home and load up, take a hot Epsom salt bath because I had a headache. My throat was aching. I had to stop and get me, a tea. I had to doctor up. And I was like, whoa, these people are hacking and coughing and spreading love and germs. They are spreading it. Some places are small in size, not a lot of staff to get you in and out so you could be in a place. So what am I saying? Please be careful, y'all. Please, 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 as we going out, let's make sure that we are careful, conscious, awoke. Make sure that you are not on that phone and walking into parking lots or pulling up to cars and not paying attention. Another thing, we are at the last end, shopping. So some of us are getting it. Please be careful when you throwing them bags in them trunks. Watch your surroundings. Cover up your trunk. You don't need to be shopping in some of these non-working people that are breaking in trunks and doing all what they do. We believe God, cousin, but guess what? We need to make sure that we watch as well as pray. So I wanted to just put that out there to all of those that are doing stuff and you still just got to tie up some stuff and you run in. Don't run with your eyes closed. Don't run. How Dr. Medina said, eyes wide shut. Don't do that. So let's make sure when you putting all them bags in, make sure that you know that, hey, let me cover up my top because these stinkers don't care. They busting in the broad daylight, climbing over fences. No weapon that's formed against us will prosper. We believe the word of the Lord, Minister Angela, but he gives us wisdom. He gives us wisdom. If you got to take something, wipe your hands. I want you to be safe. I want you to enjoy the season and the space that we're in. Cousin, I thought I was getting sick last night. Boy, Bishop was like, take this and take this. And I had to get in soap. And I'm telling you, today I feel so much better. I'm like, and I wear, you know, I'm a hat person. I'm not out here willy-nilly, like thinking it's summertime without a coat. I bundle, I get in, but you know, I just want you to make sure that you're good. Hey, Judy, Merry Christmas, Juju. My Juju, look at this. I tagged my girl in and she got on, and that's my Christmas present. I need everybody to show my girl Judy Davidson some love. We go way back. We are like family. We're family. And I wanted to see her today. I was thinking about my boobs today. Listen, make sure you reach out to someone and you think about them. Let's hit the like, tag, and share one more time. Let's hit like, tag, and share. Like, tag, and share. Christmas is about giving. It's about sharing. Share the love. You know, I come from a place, they say it's the Brooklyn way. It's God's way. Sharing love. So hit the share. What's up, Sister Helen? Marshall, love y'all coming in strong, coming in from all over. Look at Minister Angela say, hey, Judy. Everybody's saying hey to Judy. We love you. Thank you for jumping in on midday. I'm going to say it again, and I'm not going to stutter this time. Be careful outside in these streets, y'all. Be careful. Be careful. Cover up, bundle up, stay woke. Watch if you're Ubering, you're getting in cars. Watch as well as pray. Come on, y'all. Watch. Don't forget this. You doing business? Get your receipt. We were out yesterday, and this lady was like, you want your receipt? Absolutely. Absolutely. I need that because human mistake, human error. I need to look at my receipt. I'm being a good steward. It's busy. People are careless. Hey, Lady Hall, Sister Helen. So you need your receipt for your books. That's your proof. You don't want to get something and get caught out there. Why am I saying this? Because we're so busy. It's so much going on. We on these phones. You want to make sure you go to the restaurant, you get your receipt. I know you're saying, Pastor, we don't need that. But sometimes we could start slipping and we start forgetting. 53 over here, y'all. 50. The Mother Sylvia, hey, you. We want to make sure that, you know what? The enemies that we've seen, we won't see anymore. The enemies that we have seen, we won't see anymore. So listen, we were talking this week, and I just wanted to kind of go back on it and just said, don't give a place for the enemy to enter through a crack of carelessness. I love that. Can I read that again, y'all? It's Minister Angela says, don't give place for the enemy to enter in. That means close the portals. Don't allow him to ride. Because he's going to want to drive. He's going to want to drive through the crack, the portal, the opportunity of carelessness. Let's not let the enemy in because we're careless. Let's not let the enemy have a moment, a space in the holiday, in our life, in our day to disrupt because we're not paying attention. We're on these phones. Keep your kids close. Don't escort them. Come on. Let's not allow us being so busy and texting and emails and posting and taking pictures that we don't watch who's following us home. These predators, these thieves, they don't get a foothold. I bind it in the name of Jesus. But I declare that we would be awoke. Do not allow the enemy to have a foothold, Toya, even in our Eden, Judy. Sometimes we open up portals. It's Christmas, so you want to have a pig foot, and you got pressure. Don't eat that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't overindulge saying it's Christmas, and the territory you gained, you lose it. Hear me. Do not allow the enemy to get a foothold. Know your limits. The other night we were going out and I just was like, this is all I could eat. And that's it. That ain't the normal. That wasn't normal. But instead of me getting full to where I'm regurgitating or I'm sick or I got the itis, Travis, let me stop. Let me not gain terror. Let the enemy gain territory. So some of us know we go in the auntie house and she put her foot, her toe, her ankle in that mac and cheese. Go there already knowing I could have one serving because my sugar, because of my pressure, because of my waistline, I cannot do it. Let's not allow the enemy to get territory, regain territory. Okay, so remember when the children of Israel, Toya, had got free from Egypt, Pharaoh got up and tried to reclaim them. See, we think that, oh, the enemy ain't trying to fight or get us back. He was dependent on us. We were an asset to him. So when it's holiday time, thank you, Holy Spirit. I was talking, Judy, to your niece. I was talking to my spiritual mother, and she made such a good point to you. What's up, Coco? And I noticed this. I got to share this with you. The Holy Spirit just reminded me of this. So you know that my husband and I lost our mother. He lost his mom. I lost my mother in love. And the other day, they had the Christmas songs on, and it was The Temptation. Ooh, in my mind, you know. And I said, you got to cut that off. The Temptations Christmas song was depressing in my house, y'all. It had a gloomy, doomy spirit. Ooh, and I was like, what the world? It was, we were already navigating through, trying to put the Christmas up, trying to make it, does that make sense? And that was a portal, that music. Sometimes this Christmas music or music, not just Christmas, we get in the car and the car is on jazz music. And it was one chord. It didn't even go to a whole run, Judy, Coco. I cut that thing off. Why? Because my husband and I was confronted with something, right? And I wasn't going to let the devil come in through grief. I wasn't going to let him drag in through grief. And then we just sitting in the car like, and then Toya, music can be a portal. Absolutely. It can be the vehicle. If you know that you are used to listening to certain music and it puts you in a mood and it gets you inspired because it has a spirit, it has an influence and ability to get you up, get you moving, get you going, get you dancing. Yeah. Right? As well, it can have a spirit if you're listening to the wrong music to put you in a hole, to put you down. You know, baby, baby, sweet baby, rescue me. And then all of a sudden, you done went back 30 years. So we got to be careful not to open up a portal. Minister Andrew, sometimes certain songs could trigger inner turmoil. Oh, absolutely. That's what I was going to say. So when I hear Christmas songs, immediately I start thinking of a childhood. I start thinking about, struggle. I start thinking about my mom putting it together, making it happen, doing what she do. We've got to make sure we close portals. We need to make sure this Christmas 2024 that we are sensitive to what is our trigger. You put that music on, it's like when you at the gym and next thing you know, you working, but that thing is rehearsing in your head and you can't shake it. You shed the pounds, but now that song is a reminder of you and Willie, and you and Willie ain't been together. That could be a trigger. Go ahead and like, tag, and share. Here go Harlem, New York, getting on. What's up, Real Sakina? So I want us to remember, and I need you to be careful. Stay awoke. Christmas time, New Year's time, Kwanzaa, stay awoke. Rosh Hashanah, I don't care what it is and where it is. We've got to be aware of our surroundings. Hold it. What do you mean? Santa Claus is coming to town. I saw Santa kissing Mama. Those are all childhood songs. Everybody's childhood has not been so hunky-dory, and that could bring a spirit of depression. Let's not allow the enemy to ride in on an open portal. Let's not allow him to take territory because there's no watchman on the wall. I'm talking to someone that, guess what? Don't allow the enemy. You say, okay, I'm going to drink eggnog, but then you don't spike the eggnog with dark E and J. I said it. The dark E and J. Now, eggnog, Christmas, you lit. You laid out. You done backslid. You done lost territory because you opened the portal. You feel bad. You can't remember. Let's close all the portals that the enemy could come in and use that as transportation. Tanya, he says this, he says that the enemy is looking, going to and fro from the earth, seeing who or whom he can devour. So the portal for me might be a cookie. For you, it might be getting high. It might be gossip, your cousin, family drama, and the dynamics that live there. And they calling you. And then all of a sudden, you done got yourself into something you ain't got no business. You wasn't supposed to say nothing. Don't allow social media to bring us into a portal. It's a lot of buzz about preachers and a lot of buzz, and they cut up videos and this one and that one, and they got let the FBI, let the CIA, the DEA do their job. Do yours and keep praying. Toya said, what Toya said? Toya said, seeking whom he may devour. Soretta says, know your trigger and close the door. Slam it. Slam it. Know your trigger. Know that the door needs to be locked because there's a thief on the other side. There's a predator on the other side. There's a strange spirit on the other side. It's a gang of people trying to come in. And the social media shows us this. In case you haven't seen it, they dress up like they're delivery people. They dress up like they're coming to bring packages. And because we are familiar with UPS and FedEx, we open the door. Unbeknownst to us, it's a thief. Unbeknownst to us, it's a homicide trying to go on. There's a bandit at the door. You've got to handle your spiritual life just like that. Virginia says the enemy is always busy. Beware. Oh, yes, sister. He's a slewfoot. But today we expose his tactics. Today we identify that we are more than a conqueror. Today we say we ain't sleep and we ain't slumbering and we are not impressed. But we call you out. So today, be armed, be aware, be up. Don't be sleeping and slumbering. Cement that door shut so hell is not able to get in. Carrie said, you got to cement it, lock it, padlock it. You know how Gwen Guthrie used to say, padlock in my heart, you and I are finished. Padlock it. That's an old song. Denise said, hey, Sister Denise, hey, Carrie, you got to padlock it and not go back. So now UPS and FedEx could come. And if I don't get that email, put that package on the steps. The other day, somebody was opening up a package from getting a package from me, my neighbor. And I don't really know my neighbor, like just to say I didn't see him. I wasn't familiar with him coming to the door at like 9 at night with my package. And they turned around. I said, close the door. Close the door. And they didn't catch on. Why am I saying to close the door? You do not turn your back and your door is unsecured. Now they got to jump on us. Put the package on the floor, lock the door, and keep on moving. You do not turn your back on the enemy. Do not get so distracted that we are up in a space and in a moment. We are not paying attention to surroundings. Do not get so much that you don't recognize that in my best season, in God's greatest moment, it's going to be warfare. It's going to be a breakout of scandal. So here we have a lot of stuff going on in the earth realm. We got a lot of people helping other people, pulling them up, exposure going on. I was out, you supported me, and it's a big buzz and scandal. You don't know behind the scenes, and I need the Midday family to hear this. It could be a great moment in your life, and it is. It could be a leverage in your family. Be careful that, guess what, when the buzz come and the scandal come and the indictments come, that we don't get involved and then jump to the wind. A lot of stuff could be going on, and they'll put out a clip or they'll put out a little sound bite. Remember, we talked about that. I need you to stay awoke midday. Christmas is coming. Christmas, Jesus' birthday, New Year's 2024. Breakthrough is coming. Answered prayer is here. And all of a sudden, when that shows up, you better know the enemy to come and scandalize, the enemy to come and shut down, the enemy to throw shade will come up. And there's some people that's going to believe it. But we as the believers, believers, we are not deceived, or nor are we ignorant concerning the enemy's devices. I come to arm you today, strengthen you today, that you would stand up and that you would not get involved, that you would not fall prey to the enemy. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, Ayana? The enemy will come. You could be having a great victory. You could have had a personal accomplishment. You done lost 3 and 4 pounds. You done saved your money. You got your money ready. You ready, Freddie. This is a good month. This is a good year. I did not cuss all week long. Glory to God. Hallelujah. No profanity came out my mouth. I did not call Willy Wonka back. I did not eat the meat. I'm doing good. Tanya, Toya, all of a sudden something will come out and people will be like, you know, Toya thinks she all that. She made me mad. She ain't what she posting. And people will start making that a buzz. People will start that, like they put this little thing out about Mother Shirley Caesar, and she at this church, and all of a sudden she looked shook. Well, yeah, you got Mother Shirley there. What's she supposed to do? And so what if she did? Now, all of a sudden, that could be the buzz. Mother Shirley, me, Mother Shirley. Everybody know Mother Shirley Caesar. If you've been saved anytime and you know her ministry, if you followed her anything, all of a sudden, that becomes the highlight. That becomes the distraction. The devil is a liar. We cannot fall prey to everything that comes up. That's why you got to stay awoke. That's why today it's like you got to close the portals. It's breakthrough time. Now all of a sudden you want to talk to, oh boy, we ain't been talking. Anything that we talked about, we talked out. We can't agree. This ain't working. This ain't good. Now I just want to holler at you. Holler is nothing to holler at. I don't want you hollering. It makes me have anxiety. I'm nervous. Does that make sense? Like Travis said, my God, she don't play. So then all of a sudden, that will be the trend. Like mother, because what the enemy wants to do is portray the church as being cold and hard. But guess what? When T.I. and them went to Jamal Bryant's church and they asked for an offering, their faces was frowned up, and that didn't trend nowhere. Why all of a sudden when the body of Christ takes a stand or says something, it's a shocker? Come on, y'all. And we jump on and be like, I can't stand church people. It's a deception. It's a demon of accusation and to accuse us. Stay woke. Why is this happening? Boy, there were so many attacks that my husband was under, certain things he going through, attacks that we've been under. And that's when we horn in. We don't jump in and think, oh, we did something. Why? Not what, but why. Somebody needs to put that there, but why? See, that's why I don't like church people. That's why I don't go to the church. I worship at home. That is not why you don't go to church. That is not why you don't worship at home. You don't come to church because you don't want to. And I'm not ranting, but I'm identifying that we got to stay woke. And then we be like, girl, sister kid, child, boo. That's why. And we be like, I know. I only go there because that's my mother. No. Wait a minute. That's not true. That's not true. Did Mother Shirley Caesar do anything different than what we would expect? If she was shocked, if maybe she was thrown off, did she say something? Why is that trending? Why do we believe the lie before the truth? Hey, cousin, all of a sudden we believe that. Tina said, but why? Why all of a sudden, since it's breakthrough, and all of a sudden it's a miracle? The enemy is an accuser of the brethren. We have got to stay awoke. We have got to understand the undertone. You ain't trying just to kill me. You ain't coming for my kid. You ain't just coming for my money. You coming for my ministry. You coming for the body. You coming for the whole tribe. And you won't get me like that. Boy, there's some things that have happened. And it was major breakthrough for my husband. It was for us. It was for our ministry, right? He done went and preached somewhere. And Sister Helen, this spirit done tried to come up. Let me tell you how tricky and cunning he is. That's why you got to stay awoke. That's why you got to stay in the realm of the spirit. It's not that you don't love God. It's just that you sleep. Peter loved God, but guess what, Red? When he asked them disciples to pray, they fell asleep. And some of us done fell asleep. It ain't that your kid is a demon. It's that your kid is successful and he want to come and he'll get you and your kid to be at odds. And next thing you know, that's the vehicle he used. He used you. He used you against your own husband. He used your husband against you. He used the kids against the moment. God, I come up against it today. The best gift you're going to get is that you're going to stay awoke. You don't need another Fendi. You don't need no Gucci sneakers. You don't need a back brace or a back rubber. You need to stay awoke. You need to know that the enemy's trying to come in like a flood. And if you ain't careful, he going to ride in on you. He going to ride your back. He going to double dip on you. You hear what I'm saying to you? So all of a sudden, my husband is preaching, and it's a major move, Minister Angela. By the time, Minister, I get out of church, my phone is blown up. Your husband is preaching. Your husband is being used. Your husband, and something happened, and it could have threw off the whole game. It would have muzzled. It would have diminished the move of God, the glory of God. Something dumb. The enemy wanted me to start focusing on the dumb and not the move of God, not what was major, the major move. I'm talking about somebody called and said people that couldn't speak English understood the prophetic that he was speaking in English. That's Bible. That's signs and wonders. And this demon spirit tried to come up and accuse me and throw some junk in my church. I was like, the devil is a liar. You won't use me to diminish the move of what God is doing. You won't get me to get on the horn. Girl, did you hear what happened? And all types of drama. See, you don't understand. He doesn't want us to ever see what's right. He don't ever want us to see how far we've come. So he put dumb stuff up so you could stay where we are. He won't look at this was the year that we paid our mortgage off or that we got along. He'll put up and get you. He only bought me Uggs and he didn't buy me a hat. I didn't get the hat because he don't really want you to see how far you've come. That devil wants you to see that you still there. He wants you to get upset like right now. You mad about Christmas. You didn't get to get everything that you wanted to. So you pouting and you won't praise God and you got an attitude and I don't know why. But you won't think about all year long. You won't think about that I ain't never went hungry. You won't think about that I've never had that beg for seed or or we've been without. You won't think about that. We will focus on the minor. But today I come up against it. Today I knock that devil out of your mind. Today I expose the witch and the warlock that's sitting on your spirit to make you complain and not think about down through the year. He's been nothing but good. Protection seen and unseen. Angels on the left and the right. I'm not mad about Christmas because Christmas is every day. I'm not mad that I didn't get the sneakers. I'm glad that I've been blood washed. I'm glad that where the soles of my feet tread on, he has given me the land. I come to say, put the standard up. Add to your faith virtue. God, have mercy. So red, all of a sudden that it was like, call your husband and tell your husband what done happened. Nah, I can hold that one. I'm going to take that L for the team. Somebody might say, you straight gangster, PM. You know, I'm not gangster. I'm spiritual. I'm tapped in. I recognize that you were trying to get to me to get to him. You were trying to get me uprooted, get me distracted so I could tell that. The devil's a liar. I ain't got to tell that. The Lord never sleeps or slumbers. He's seen that. He allowed that to happen. I'm qualified for that level of warfare. This is laughable, baby. If you thought you was going to get to him getting to me, you came the wrong way. You don't even know. The devil's a liar. And I rebuke that and I push it back and I annihilate it and we good. Huh? Some of us are open portals. How did Adam go down? Through Eve? Through Eve? When Elijah had told Gehazi, we're not taking no money from Naaman. What did the enemy get in and who? He got in Gehazi. Made Gehazi run up the money. Didn't recognize that Elijah had already had an assignment. Elijah had already knew what to do. Elijah knew what he was doing. The prophet knew. Gehazi gonna run behind him. Can we get a little money? Because you're bloodthirsty. You didn't understand. What happened? Gehazi gets sick. He gets leprosy now. Because guess what? You were used as a portal. You were used as transportation. That's Mother Stephanie. Sometimes we got to stay awoke. Where's the warfare and why? Why you want me to get so mad and call and start the buzz? Girl, you ain't heard it from me. You done went and told cousin. Now we get ready to have a big Thanksgiving, and Aunt Weta coming, and Aunt Weta don't never come. But because that's a big distraction, Aunt Weta ain't gonna come. We ain't gonna celebrate that. Aunt Weta is our oldest aunt. Now we talking about some dumb stuff. We did like, I don't want to go over there to Mary Lou house. They always got something going on. Now I'm gonna stay right here in my house. Aunt Weta is the matriarch. We need Aunt Weta here. That's a blessing. Mom and them would be happy if Aunt Weta was here. That's gonna be the cake on the ice cream. So we start having all types of petty arguments to throw off. But when you recognize I gotta stay woke. Oh, the usher didn't speak to me. Understand your warfare and your assignment. Tina McNeil says. Mother Stephanie said, yeah, she tagging somebody. So listen to this. So you go to church, and then the usher that you don't really know that been ushering 2 weeks don't say nothing, to you. And that new soul is coming. And that usher didn't speak to me. And it's like, I can't stand the usher. Watch it. You don't realize that this sister is the evangelist. This woman needed a miracle. There was a word for her. But we focus on, because we ain't awoke. We get into our feelings. We get into our head. And then all of a sudden, we help instead of help building. We help tear down. We help destroy instead of repair. I bind that tear down spirit. I bind the ignorance. I declare that you would walk and move strategically for the kingdom of advancement. So Mother Stephanie, they want me to come, this devil, not nobody, not no person, want me to throw off on my husband and get all in the head, and he's stressed out and he got to ride home. He was out of town preaching and all this drama is going on. I need my husband to come home safe off the road. Nothing matters. I just wanted to hear about what was going on. The move of God, people blowing up my phone. But see, I can't be in the right place. I can't really celebrate. I can't really advance. I can't praise because something dumb done came in. Somebody I don't know, somebody that's not really relevant, somebody that was sit on an assignment, somebody that came because you got hate in you and you're available. And Satan said, let me send you. But I don't have hate in me. I got God in me. I got discernment in me. And he added to me information and knowledge. I recognize where you are and what you are and what you want to do. And I don't play. I say, no, I'm not engaging. I'm not on that team. No. Back down, devil. No. I refuse it. I rebuke it. Like Mother Stephanie said today, we got the authority. If you was on Power Surge, you would know what I'm talking about. This woman of God prayed the fire of God down this morning, and she was like, we reject it. We refuse it. We will not accept it. Back up. And she started annihilating, dismantling the plan of the enemy. And I want to say to somebody on this good old Friday, before Christmas, before the weekend, don't you allow the enemy to play you to make points for somebody else, for the devil. All things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. Ayana, every time I hear something, that doesn't mean it needs to be repeated. Let me call and say this. Let me say that. Now, all that yakking, who's it going to hurt? Who's it going to benefit? Is it going to benefit the kingdom? Am I going to be advanced? Is souls going to come, or is this going to put a blackout? Yes, she did. She lowered us in authority and sat flat-footed in that thing and dismantled it 5:30 in the morning, Friday. If you have not heard it, you need to hear the replay, because if you're dealing with being unsure, you're dealing with warfare, I'm telling you, you will get delivered today. I woke up this morning in prayer. I woke up hearing the word of the Lord, and we are grateful. And there were people that were on from around the world that recognized, like she lowered us. She brought us right there flat-footed and said, you ain't got to take it. And I'm backing it up because we one team. We one family. You hear what I'm saying to you? And I'm saying stay awoke to the authority. Stay awoke to the plan that God has. Execute and dominate. You ain't got to always be Lord. You're not a puppy. We are not. We are a royal priesthood. This devil tries to come in sly. He tried to come in slick. He tried to come in laughing, just like them videos on TikTok. They come in looking like they UPS, delivering a gift. They come in looking like they come to do their job. They so bad. They so deceptive. They even got the book to look like you're signing. It's fraudulent. So you can't open up your door thinking that, oh, a package is for me. You got to let them drop that package and drive off and figure it out. Some people's life has been saved, Ayana, because they watching them through the camera. They talking to the camera. See, when you open up and you got too much of their access, thank you, Holy Ghost, access, the enemy got to jump on you. I don't care. I could see something and I'm looking out my window. You such a New Yorker. Okay. Who that? Where they came in? Who they with? I don't just open my door. So I am a New Yorker. When I lived in my apartment, I was very uncomfortable, Minister Angela. Let me tell you why. We have no screen door. I come from a place, I like that border. I like the boundary. That if you coming in, you ain't got to jump on me face to face. So when I moved here, what did I get? A screen door, front and back. You could come on if you want to, but you won't get access. There are some people that have a camera at that door. They got a shotgun or a gun, whatever, at the end, Mother Stephanie, because it stops the predator. So some people are not so quick to run to open the door. They want to see the source. They want to know where they're coming from, and they watch them. Some of us get caught up because we're so quick to run to the buzz and cast our judgment. It done hit social media. So you already done declared that this a devil. I knew Jakes was a false prophet. I knew this and I knew that. And I know this about Bishop. And I know this about First Lady. And there's no boundary. Mm-hmm. And that's how you get caught up. And that's how you get a snare. But there are some of us, Clarice, that said, I'm going to wait. You look out your window, you look out your peephole, and you be like, who that? Leave the package right there. Thank you. Well, I need your signature. You're not getting it. What is it? Who sent it? You ask questions. You verify. Some of us, these strange spirits, strange people, no question. They show up in your life. They show up. Stuff show up in your bank account. We ride with it. The devil is a liar. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. Remember, we got to have effective communication. Can you drop that package? We need a signature. Who sent it? Willy Wonka. I don't know no daggone Willy Wonka. Put the sticker on the door. You will find out sometimes that some stuff is fraudulent. Some stuff is a setup. Yes, it does. Stop them. It absolutely stops it, Mother. Darwin, sometimes we open up our door, open up a portal so quick, thinking that something is coming for us. But I want you to know that this hour, these demons, these spirits, cunning spirit, the spirit of divination. What is that, PM? Look like God, sound like God, but it's not. And we open the door. We'll open the door for UPS because they got a jacket on. We'll open the door for the electric company because they got a badge. Sometimes you got to be like, back up. Let me call somebody. No, thank you. These people who assert authority under demonic influence will back up when they know there's a resistance. The Bible says, resist the enemy, and he will flee. Resist. Everybody put resist. Resist the enemy. Don't submit to the enemy, but resist it. So today, a package came. They already told me my package was out. They already told me the company, in order for you to get this, you're going to have to sign it. Toya, I knew what company was coming. They said 9:30, 9:15, they bring in the door. Well, here I go, looking. And I seen them getting back in the car, in the truck. I hit the glass, boop, 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 boop. He said, are you Miss? Yep. I had to sign for it. I brought it in, and I did that. I didn't just open my door. You can't just open your spirit. You can't just open your mouth. Stuff is going on. Stop clicking. We don't know what somebody's done. We don't know. But what we do, and let me say this to you. If someone's been good to me, and I want to be clear because I'm not a double dipper and I'm not a faker. I stand with the body. If you've been blessed by Bishop Jake's ministry, you've been blessed by Dr. Medina's ministry, Marcella Booker's ministry, Antonio Tyrell, or any preacher, you need to have enough integrity to say, I'm going to pray and I'm not going to post. I'm not going to share. I don't know, but I know in 1975, they was good to me. In 1976, they walked me through. I'm praying for them. That's why I don't do preachers. I don't do that. I know they did that. You can't trust people. You trust your baby daddy. And I did, and I said it, because we got to make sure we stay awoke. And don't jump on the bandwagon to destroy and disintegrate our own. Prayer works. God is raising up a people that will know their God and do great exploits. And know their God and do great exploits. We should not be glad, happy in any manner that someone is demise. We shouldn't be glad. Yeah, we shouldn't rejoice with them that we shouldn't be rejoicing when somebody else is mourning. That ain't the body. That's not a family. You might be looking at the set man, but look at all the souls that could be behind. Look at all the people that might fall away. That's what the enemy doesn't want us to see, the harvest. He wants us to see the hand, the works of the enemy. And then later you find out that was a smoke screen because he's a deceiver. He's a liar. And I command and I declare that we would stand up and that we would not fall to the gossip and to all of the junk that's put out there. Because what I do know is that it could be somebody today and it could be you tomorrow. The seeds that we sow will reap a harvest. Sow the seed of unity. Sow the seed of discretion. Sow the seed of virtue. Sow the seed of love. I come up against it. Yeah. PM is on fire. You know why? You know why, Kerry? Because we done got caught up with this junk. We done got caught up with this hour. We mad about gifts when we got the biggest gift. You know what the biggest gift is? The best gift is life. It's memories with your family, with loved ones. Helen, does that make sense? A shoe, post, shares. Ain't nothing like having a mama. What wouldn't we do if we were able to get some of our grandmother's mac and cheese and just to sit on her lap or braid her hair or just crack jokes with your brother? We get caught up in this stuff and it don't mean nothing. But we got to remember, you know what? It's the love. It's the ability to text somebody and say, I love you. It's the ability to say, girl, I'm coming over. You know what I mean? We ain't got to do a whole lot of fluff. This is the truth. The other day, and I'm just sharing this with you. I did not want to put up my tree. I was going through it. You know, I was unsure how Bishop was going to respond. I didn't want to do too much. Make him, you know, we adjusting to 3 weeks without our mom. You know, and yeah, and I wanted to be sensitive. I wanted him to be comfortable in his house. So I didn't know. And I mean, my spiritual daughter, Tina, and some of my other daughters, they came and put the tree up and we was eating chicken and dumplings, y'all. It wasn't no big steak. I made a pot of chicken and dumplings, some old food. It was wholesome and it was good. Chicken and dumplings. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? And one was in here fixing the computer with my new equipment. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't rich. You couldn't tell me that life wasn't good. They were here and it was jokes and they were laughing. We were all eating one pot, one family. Does that make sense? And they were putting up the tree and everything. And I'm talking about it was just good times. It was just good times. And sometimes we could forget what's essential. Boy, my nephew came here. I hated for him to leave. I didn't want him to leave. Then my sister texted me. I'm talking to somebody that you're thinking to miss out on your family event because you don't have the money. You don't realize the gift is in you showing up, in your presence. That's the gift. The gift is in your presence. The gift of God is that we could welcome him in our house. Yeah, UNCI, y'all come through. This is the gift, Travis, your presence. Because when that's out the earth, what do we have? Trinkets, shirts, pocketbooks? That stuff dry rights. Stay awoke. Don't allow the enemy to get you to come in and tear your own family up. Don't allow the enemy to, it's a big moment for y'all. It's a big moment for the body. There's deals going on that we don't know. People buying networks and transferring of money and advancement. And all of a sudden, we don't know, Cindy, so then we throw it to the wind. What is the biggest gift? Your presence. What wouldn't we do if we had one more moment with our mother? Boy, I would be like, Ma, you'll never believe I had weight loss surgery. You'll never believe I got out of this and that. You were so right. I mean, I would talk a mile a minute. If I could tell her some of the stuff she told me, I would be like, you were right about that. You were right about that. I don't even speak to them. I don't even like them. You knew that. You're the smartest person. I miss you. I love you, Mommy, so much. Oh, my God. Thank you for everything. I would get it out. It wouldn't be about, Mom, could you give me a pocketbook? Mom, could you give me that? I would be like, girl, what? Oh my God, you were my best friend and I didn't even know it. Oh my God, I'm so, huh? Ain't that the truth? Stop opening up the door and letting the portal so the enemy could come back in and ravish up your family. Some disputes that we're having, call your kids up and just say, come on over. Call your kids. Call them big grown ones, them big, hairy, grown, disrespectful ones, but they're yours. Make sure that your family is all right if you can do that. Make sure you call your pastor. Wish them Merry Christmas. You ain't got to do it on a group text. We love y'all. We don't want the group texts this year. Mother Stephanie said, I miss my mother because you only get one. And if you have the opportunity to find someone that's mom-like, you blessed. This midday is good for you. One of my spiritual daughters was talking about her mother wants some stuffing. I said, girl, you better make that stuffing for her because it's going to be a day that you're going to be grateful. You're going to remember that. You are blessed to have your mom. You got your kids and you might not have all the toys. Guess what? Let them come on over there and get some of that food. Go over there with your grandkids while they still living. Stop being stubborn. She ain't get married. She didn't. But the baby is here. No group text, Toya, right? You know. Yeah, blessed to be here, to have your mom. We love your mom. But what you wouldn't do, Toya, for your dad, right? People don't know it until you know it. And I want to help you appreciate, celebrate what you have. God has given us all that we have need. Yeah, all that we have need of. And all pertaining to life and godliness. And I wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Midday, the 27th will be 2 years that we've been on. I've grown, I've advanced, I've changed since sitting in this seat because of you. The best gift you gave me, the best gift God gave me was you. One of the best. One of the things that you guys have done, Toy, like tagging and sharing the gospel. People get on from all over. That's priceless. Just your act of kindness and generosity towards the ministry, towards midday, getting on. Come on. Who could pay for that? What money? There are so many blessings that God has given us, and we need to think about that. What you wouldn't do to see your little chunky monkey niece, with them fat yeggs. She ain't gonna be like that forever. Take the time to make time for your family. Your nephew, he gonna be missing that one tooth for a little bit, and then before you know it, he gonna have a mouthful of teeth, and that season and that space is gonna be gone. If you got to go to the rehab, if you got to go to the nursing home, take the time to go. Who would have known that Thanksgiving would have been my husband and I's last time seeing my mother-in-law? We are grateful that let me tell you this, and I'm getting ready to go. Angela, my mother-in-law wanted a big strawberry shake. And we have just found out she was diabetic. She called my husband. I said, honey, Mom don't need that strawberry shake. He got her the biggest shake on the way to the rehab. And I'm going to tell you, she was just drinking like she was supposed to. And I was like, Mom, you know you ain't supposed to be drinking that. But I know today that my husband will say, I'm so glad I gave my mother that strawberry shake. I didn't know. We didn't know. My mom, got a bacteria and passed away rapidly. She was up and walking and talking. Does that make sense? We didn't see that by the next week, that Thursday, by the next week, she would have transitioned. Do you know that $3-4 shake? And I was like, honey, don't buy that shake. She don't need that. Thinking health-wise, because I couldn't see. He was like, my mom is in here. We took her all the food, everything she wanted to eat that she wasn't supposed to. And we sat there and talked to her, made sure she was good, came back the next day, did a repeat. By that Monday, they called and said, Mr. Booker, you need to get here. Your mom is taking a turn for the worse. She has a bacteria. Who would know? Don't miss out on opportunities thinking that you could know or that you would see. We only know in part and prophesy. The Lord didn't allow me to see that. He knew something and he gave it to his mom. It's priceless. And I'm so thankful he did. He ain't listened to his wife trying to tell him, don't do that. What am I saying? Don't listen to the devil. Don't listen to the voices that say, don't go see your mama. Don't go cousining them. You know, they funny style. Peek your head in with your cousins. If you got some, go in own cousin. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. I pray that we would seize opportunities, that you would go with co-workers to company events, even though they might not be your flow. We just don't know. Peeking on your church family. Carry yourself on the church, y'all. Check on your pastor. Check on the mothers in the church. Don't miss out. Appreciate every opportunity. Can we show some love to each other on the line? Make sure y'all send some hearts to each other. Toya said, don't miss out. Sister Helen said, appreciate every opportunity. Don't miss out on it. Call somebody. Call your aunt in them. They ain't heard from you. They ain't heard from you. Say, I'm checking in. I'm checking in. Sis, checking in. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Listen, to those that are on and say, yeah, don't miss out. I love it. Hit like, tag, and share. YouTube, don't miss out. Cindy, I love you. I needed to hear that. Travis, show up. That's the best present. You know, we missed you, Travis, on Sunday. We was like, we're Trav. That's the impact. That's how we should be. Where you at? You good? You okay? Some people are having a rough time, and you showing up. What? My sister showed up to Thanksgiving. My sister Liz, they still raving about her banana pudding. That girl is happy about that. She was like, they ain't know about me. And now everybody wants a banana pudding. Does that make sense? Show up. Show up. If you ain't got nothing, you got that smile, you got that personality, you got life. Pull up to the Monopoly. Pull up to the game. Pull up. Yeah, show up. That's how it is. Amazing. Seize the day. Love on life. Merry Christmas. Sister Virginia, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Toya. Merry Christmas to all of the Midday family. Merry Christmas to those that said, I want to sow today. I'm going to sow my Christmas seed. PM, Merry Christmas. The gift that you give is the greatest gift. There's no amount. Thank you for those that will go to Cash App and sow your seed. Fab Marcy 70. You could go to Zelle, marcella.booker@aol.com. To some of those that already sowed and said, Merry Christmas, PM. We love you. Midday family, I just want to say I love you. You could sow your seed. Say, I'm sowing. What's your best seed? I'm thankful for whatever God gives you to give and sow into this ministry. But what I do know is before the year is out, we got that new equipment we were talking about. I'm on the big screen, y'all. I got new mics. I hope you can hear me clearer. God is so good. I'm so thankful. I'm getting adjusted to the signing on. They got all this other stuff here. But can I tell you, he is so faithful. I love you guys. Thank you, Toya. We love you. Tell your mom we love her. But her mom is a long-time prayer warrior. Long time. Back from Dr. Medina's time. Some of y'all are from Jumpstart. Back in the day, before we went live and any of that, we go way back in prayer, and now we're on midday. Thank you to those that are sowing Fab Marcy 70, to those that have sent cards. Let me not forget, we are still getting cards of prayer because my mom died, my mother-in-law. So I want to just say thank you for taking your time out to fill out an envelope and send it. To all of you that still believe in cards. Toya, I got your beautiful card, Pumpkin. Thank you. T, thank you for everybody. So Toya, Ayana, we love you. If you're in the Charlotte area, Sunday, it's Ugly Sweater Sunday. Wear your best sweater, your ugliest sweater, your Christmas sweater. We're going to have a good time. The word has a Lord. There is a word from the Lord. Get that together, Morris, right? On Sunday morning, traveling mercies to everyone that's going to be traveling. If you're at your safe spot, your family spot, have a good time. Take pictures, post them. I want to see it. I want to be there. Me and Bishop are going to be here looking at everybody, laughing, loving it. We are together because we're better together. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, and we love you. Mwah. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Be safe. Make memories. Don't forget to put your little niece and nephews up there and your cousins. I just want them to know we love you guys too. We love them too. Merry Christmas, Midday family. Be safe, be blessed, and be better. Stay awoke.